I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes. He recognized Jerusalem as capital of Israel. Why? Because if you got a problem with that, take it up with God. He's the guy that did it, not Trump. So I just want to say, I feel good about the Republican Party. I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes.
We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes. Listen to him say that again. Listen to the crowd.
We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes.
Yo, demonic energy. Demonic energy, yo. Tribalism is real, man. Tribalism is real. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes. Let's keep going. These people think that they can play God. They can violate God's commandments, laugh about it, be at a quote unquote religious ceremony where they're supposed to be putting God first and living godly, right? But now you're making fun of killing people. Isn't that against the Hebrew Bible? Isn't that against the commandments? Or is it only justified when it's in your best interest? Or you think it's in your best interest? And when I say your best interest, because even when you do all these things and you may get these monetary gains or get this land, that negative energy that you put out there is going to return. It's somewhere there and it hurts you. I heard somebody saying on this show that I was watching, I think Tulsa King, where the guy was saying like, hey, when you kill somebody, it not only impacts obviously the person that you're killing, but it changes you. It kills a part of yourself. So perhaps when people are just sitting up in here in suits and not on the front lines of these fights and they're just moving pieces on the chessboard and sacrificing pawns, perhaps this is why they have this demonic mindset that they do have. Let's keep going.
Trump is my favorite president. We've run out of bombs. We didn't run out of bombs in World War II.
Yo. So this is what we're allowed to joke about, because I just get a little bit confused because when they clip up Nick Fuentes stuff and the things that he's saying, and I'm trying to compare the two, like, oh, okay, well, Nick Fuentes said this in this area, and you're saying that he's bad, he's Hitler, he's a Nazi, but then Lindsey Graham can speak how he speaks. Officer Tatum can say that he wants to turn Palestine into a parking lot. All these different people on that side, people that they're having at this convention. Ted Cruz, I've been telling him to bomb Iran for weeks. What makes you God? What gives you the ability to do what God should only be able to do, right? Right? Thou shalt not kill. God gives us life. So you think that you as a man, you're capable of making that determination in when and where we should violate God's commandments? These people, this is demonic energy. Demonic energy, and it should be called out. It should be called out because one way or another, it's impacting us all because we all have to live in this society. We're over here trying to figure out a way to live in harmony and achieve greater peace. And you got people laughing about killing people. People that have probably never actually done the killing themselves, but they just direct other people to do it.
So as a coalition of Republicans, some Baptist, some Jewish, we organize ourselves around principles that we love and we cherish. We love individual freedom. We love entrepreneurship. We love capitalism. We love Israel. We love the idea of Israel. We love the struggle they've been involved in. We love them, helping them because you're helping yourself. So to those who worry about these stupid interviews and far off places, don't worry. The Republican Party has figured it out when it comes to Israel. We understand that Israel is a friend of America to the bitter end. We understand that God blesses those who bless Israel. And where I come from, I figured that crap out when I was 6 years old. God bless you. Thank you very much.
God blesses those that bless Israel. This is really the world that we're living in right now. This is really, let's actually take a look at this, because while Lindsey Graham was talking, and when he talks about the Republican Party, he loves Trump. He loves the direction of the Republican Party. Don't worry. I started to think, I'm like, well, what makes him capable of speaking for the Republican Party? What makes him capable of speaking for conservatives? What makes him, like a lot of others have been speaking, or they jumped up in there with those goofy signs talking about Tucker's not MAGA? What makes y'all be able to speak on behalf of what's MAGA or what's not MAGA? What gives Bibi Netanyahu the ability to speak on what's MAGA and what's not MAGA? Especially when Donald Trump ran based on MAGA and was pushing America First principles. And now the majority of people that are aligned with the America First, really holding Trump accountable to it, are disappointed in how he's behaving. So what gives Lindsey Graham? So I started to look. I said, you know what? Let's check out Senator Lindsey Graham, his relationship with Donald Trump, and see what that's like. Should I pull it up on the screen? Let me pull it up on the screen very quickly. Since I'm looking at it, I might as well let y'all look at it. And I'm on ChatGPT. I gotta take a look at that other AI platform that somebody was telling me about outside of ChatGPT, because ChatGPT, they're a little biased. So let's take a look at this. Senator Lindsey Graham's relationship with Donald Trump has been one of the most complicated in modern U.S. politics. Here's the timeline style breakdown. 2015 to 16. Strongly opposed Trump. During the 2016 Republican primaries, Lindsey Graham was one of Trump's harshest critics. He called Trump a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot, and warned he would destroy the Republican Party. Let me take a sip of this coffee. Graham ran for president himself early in the 2016 race and endorsed other GOP candidates like Jeb Bush and later Ted Cruz before Trump won the nomination. After Trump insulted John McCain, a close friend of Graham's, he said, "If we nominate Trump, we will get destroyed and we will deserve it." What a difference an ally in support of Israel makes, right? So do all those things still stand? All Trump had to do was do some, things that Bibi Netanyahu and Israel wanted him to do, and then Lindsey Graham is just flip-flopping. These people are all of these people are pawns. Part of me gets upset even giving Lindsey Graham the time of day. Like, these are and I don't say this, these nerds, man, and not in the nerd. I'm a nerd. Maybe the better word, these geeks. And I'm a geek too. But these people that were never cool. And you want to know why I say always bring it back to high school? Is because high school is a telling time. Like, people that were never felt that they were cool, because you determine whether or not you're cool and how you carry it. If you carry it with confidence or not, no matter what geek, nerd. That's why I said I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. But these people that never had the type of influence that they wanted in high school, it just seems like it comes out in different ways. Like, I look at a Mark Levine, I look at Lindsey Graham, I look at a Ted Cruz, I look at, what was Ted Cruz? He may have been, I don't know. I look at a lot of these other people, Ben Shapiro even, like, y'all, and then they get a little bit of power and they abuse it, in my opinion. They're just so infatuated with having a certain amount of influence that they just abuse it. They'll go with whatever, wherever the wind's blowing. This is why you came out opposing Trump, right? Based on your principles and morals, right? Just like all of y'all are calling out Tucker Carlson for being such a bad friend to Charlie Kirk because he platformed Nick Fuentes. What about you? Didn't Trump insult John McCain? So were you offended by it, or did you just not think that he'd be able to win and you just wanted to align yourself with a winner? And then once he won, let's take a look at 2017 to 2020. Once Trump became president, Graham dramatically shifted his stance. He developed a close working relationship with Trump, especially on judicial appointments, defense and foreign policy, conservative causes, for example, pro-life and gun rights. Graham golfed with Trump frequently and defended him on TV and in Congress. He became one of Trump's most visible defenders during the Mueller investigation and both impeachment trials. So they had a brief fallout after January 6th. After the Capitol riot, Graham briefly distanced himself, saying, "Count me out. Enough is enough." Enough is enough. Oh, but then Trump came back with a win, right? He condemned the violence and acknowledged Joe Biden's election win. However, the break didn't last long. Within months, he was back supporting Trump publicly. Graham has, these guys are geeks. These guys are weirdos. These guys are just, they're clowns. They were never comfortable in their own skin. And now they will do anything, say anything, align themselves with any cause that they feel puts them on the in crowd or makes them feel the least bit important in any regard. There's no way that you can stand here at a religious event, the Jewish Republican Coalition, and be speaking this type of rhetoric. All of these people that this is what makes you think like politicians are the worst people in the world. The worst people in the world. It's a sickness. It's the culture, right? We talk about culture all the time, how culture takes precedence, in my opinion, over religion. If somebody has the right culture, if I have the right culture, give me any religion and I can learn from it. And I feel like I can use it for a good thing and help guide me in a good way, give me valuable lessons and skills or a valuable perspective on how to go through the world, right? Different rules to live by. But with the wrong culture, just like politics, because politics, you could say at its foundation, well, some people will say that even at its foundation, it's corrupt, but it's the culture of it. It's the culture of it. What happens with power, what happens with greed, what happens with tribalism. Men are not able to live Christ-like because the hardest thing to do is to live Christ-like, right? To prioritize others over yourselves, to treat others the way that you want to be treated. And shame on all these people laughing. Shame on where are the people calling out people or calling out these speakers for the things that they've said on this platform? Where are those speakers? Because perhaps if you called those things out, then maybe it would give you a little bit more credibility when it comes to the things that you're calling out Nick Fuentes for saying. Because this is demonic. It's demonic. But we'll leave it right there. We'll leave it right there. Lindsey Graham, just another one. He's just another one. On to the next. I'll see y'all on the next one.